paradigm to the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, I believe it's time we move in sync with them for a total transformation towards prosperity with happiness of our society. While the state reorganization had put tremendous stress on the financial and other resources, my government's commitment to surge forward with specific growth strategies yielding a fruitful result, double-digit growth, inclusive growth, continues relentlessly. Growth story of Andhra Pradesh reveals encouraging trends. Due to the untiring efforts and innovative policies, my government could successfully post a healthy growth rate of 12.23% during the first half of the financial year 2016-17. Andhra Pradesh, as a predominantly agrarian state, where about 60% of the population eke out their livelihood in the primary sector, needs special focus on agriculture. The primary sector mission set in the state is working closely with the departments in delivering results, especially in productive improvement and value addition. As a result of unstinted efforts, agriculture and allied sectors have shown a phenomenal growth of 24.44% during the first half, April-September 2016 of the current financial year. Fisheries with 42.57%, livestock with 14.91%, and horticulture with 18.33% have been providing great support to the agriculture sector. As service sector is one of the major contributors to growth, my government is contemplating to focus on the key subsectors pertinent to services sector and give it a big push. We are confident that our state will sustain this growth for the financial year 2016-17 and beyond, as we have recognized that maintaining impressive growth, economic growth, as an imperative for sustained development leading to a happy society. Innovations and technology are my government's initiatives for accelerated socio-economic development. Our effort on adoption of participatory and innovative digital financial inclusion, real-time governance, and a comprehensive monitoring framework of sustainable development goals linked to the themes of Kutumba Vikasam and Samaja Vikasam programs will go a long way in accomplishing the vision targets and in setting global benchmarks for realizing our objective of making Andhra Pradesh a happy, healthy, prosperous, inclusive and globally competitive society. Recently, the Union government has taken a bold decision to control black money and eliminate corruption. With a view to ameliorate the temporary hardships of people following the demonetization of the high denomination currency notes, my government has come up with innovative approaches to encourage and promote adoption of digital currency, payment methods and incentivization mechanism. We have launched a special campaign in the entire state for enhancing digital financial literacy and for encouraging cashless transactions. A large section of population, including students, SHG women, MNREGS job card holders, pensioners and FP shop owners have been sensitized to spread digital financial literacy. To make the people of the state partners in the development process and to bring the administration to their doorstep, my government has launched the 4th round of Janmabhoomi Maavuru program during this month across all the Gram Panchayats and municipal wards with 15 themes of Kutumba Vikasam and 10 themes of Samaja Vikasam as the key focus areas. We therefore have an enlarged vision to make Andhra Pradesh poverty-free state ensuring growth that is inclusive. It is a matter of pride to announce that the perception surveys undertaken during the programs have been highly encouraging and meeting our norms of achieving about 80% people's satisfaction on governance. The long-cherished dreams of interlinking of major rivers Godavari and Krishna became a reality with the inauguration of the Pattisima lift irrigation scheme in a record time of 1 year, and water is released through all the pumps and motors in March 2016. During the year 2015-16, about 8 TMC of water is diverted to River Krishna, saving Kharif crops in 8 lakh acres with conjunctive use of groundwater, which yielded crop estimated at Rs 2,500 crore. During this year, about 56 TMC of water has diverted and Kharif crop in about 10.65 lakh acres in Krishna Delta could be saved. The Union government, in tune with its commitment to fully support completion of Polavaram as a national project, released an amount of 1,981 crore through NABARD to the Polavaram Project Authority. we have started concrete works at the Polavaram Dam site. My government invited farmers from all the 13 districts as part of the celebration, making it a memorable event. My government is focusing on completion of Polavaram project by 2019. My government is consciously working out completion of other priority projects within a definite time frame. Vamshadhara project is expected to be completed by June 2018, and the interlinking of Swarnamukhi Vamshadhara rivers would be taken up and completed at the earliest. We are committed to set up a smart water grid through interlinking of rivers. My government is committed to provide access to quality drinking water by conservation and sustainable management of its water resources. Efficiency enhancement, conserving groundwater resources, and increasing irrigation potential are the chief goals of this sector. We also aim to drought-proof the state and provide safe drinking water to all the people. My government is implementing strategies for effective water resource management, such as improving groundwater and surface water levels, Neeru Pragati, improving irrigation potential for major, medium and minor projects, Panta Sanjeevani, Panta Raksha and bore wells. Large-scale implementation of the farm pond, Panta Sanjeevani concept has become a boon for the farmers of the rain-fed districts of Andhra Pradesh. The farm ponds help in storing rainwater and gradually raise the groundwater level in surrounding areas, making farmers happy. Under the scheme, we are targeting to dig about 5 lakh farm ponds in the state during this year, and the progress is encouraging. I am glad to inform that my government has secured the 7th position in the Agriculture, Marketing and Farm-Friendly Reforms Index launched by the Niti Aayog. Of the 13 best practices from the states across the nation pertaining to agriculture and allied sectors selected by the Niti Aayog for 2016, 2 are from our state. My government has put in maximum efforts for achieving higher growth in the sector despite deficit rainfall. As a strategic intervention, and as it proved to be a successful experiment in the Kharif season this year, we are planning to deploy rain guns during Rabi season and the ensuing Kharif as an yield protection measure by placing the services based on the soil moisture assessment. We are also planning to give adequate wettings to the groundnut crop in Rayalaseema districts to protect the yields. Horticulture sector is an integral element for food and nutritional security in the state. Andhra Pradesh ranks first in the production of oil palm, papaya, citrus and chilies, second in the production of mango and tomato in the country. 6.93 lakh hectares of area has been covered and the micro irrigation in the state benefiting 6.25 lakh farmers. To achieve the concept of more crop per drop, micro irrigation is being encouraged by the state government. My government targets to cover 1 million farmers in the next 3 years and the farmer producer organizations for agriculture and allied sectors to establish forward and backward linkages and to promote the products of Andhra Pradesh to global standards. Livestock sector has been showing enormous potential for growth. We focus on improvement in production of milk, meat and egg under the livestock sector so as to earn a minimum of Rs 10,000 per month to every household concerned. My government is planning to prepare an action plan to supply feed and fodder, including silage, concentrate feed and saturation mode to the farmers at 50% subsidy throughout the state. Growth in fisheries sector has been a revelation in the recent past. My government is preparing an action plan to exploit the existing resources to full extent and adopt best practices to achieve a growth rate of 50% in the fisheries sector. We are also working out to provide the insurance and shrimp and tying up Narega funds to dig fish ponds or farm ponds to facilitate farmers to take up fish culture. In the years to come, Andhra Pradesh state will become the aqua hub in the world. My government has launched the Vanam Manam program as a people's movement and preparing action plan for covering 50% of land across the state by greenery by the year 2029 and the Mission Harita Andhra Pradesh campaign. The entire process will be monitored with geotagging. Given urban forestry a huge fillip, sustained efforts are being taken up to ensure that all the Nagara Vanams are operational by the end 2017. Despite a revenue deficit, we have been implementing the debt redemption scheme through Farmers Empowerment Organization. This is a defining moment as no government in the country has ever embarked on loan redemption of such magnitude regardless of the economics of this socially relevant measure under extremely difficult circumstances. My government is adopting state-of-the-art models to follow the track of a cyclone before landfall and simulate its impact on coastal areas for possible wind change and storm surge inundation. With a concern to lend a helping hand to the pensioners, we have enhanced welfare pensions by 5-fold. Under the NTR Bharosa scheme, the monthly pension to destitute women and aged has been raised from a meager 200 rupees to 1,000 rupees. The differently abled are also happy that their monthly pension has been raised to 1,500. In addition to the existing 43 lakh pensions, 3.5 lakh pensions have been distributed during the recent Janmabhoomi program. My government has established a robust, citizen-centric and integrated institutional mechanism to deliver services through all government programs, schemes and activities to eradicate poverty and enhance empowerment. Under the Chandranna Bima scheme, 52.47 lakh beneficiaries have been covered during the first half year, and we are targeting to saturate the coverage of beneficiaries in the current year. We intend to cover missing marine fishermen under this insurance scheme. My government gearing up to supply ration under public distribution system to all eligible who have applied for ration cards from January 2017 onwards. With a view to ensure celebration in every household, commodities have been provided through public distribution system under the Christmas Kanuka, Sankranti Kanuka and Ramzan Tofa. My government is taking necessary steps to declare AP a cent% LPG connection state, that is kerosene-free state, by June 2017. Steps will also be taken for supply of 5 kilo cylinder in hilly and tribal areas where transport facilities are limited. My government is contemplating to bring all the welfare departments under one platform for coordination and assessment of effectiveness and efficiency in delivery. We are planning to conduct awareness program on availing NTR Vidyo Unnati scheme. Reflecting our commitment for development of the SCs and STs in the state, my government has taken adequate care in ensuring implementation of SC/ST sub-plans in letter and spirit. Under the Unnati program, rupees 210 crore has been provided as a loan to 58,000 SC, ST and other poor families for livelihood and asset creation during the year. My government has specific concern for welfare of backward classes. In respect of minorities also, several programs are being implemented with a view to make growth inclusive. About 3.26 lakh ST students, 4.6 lakh SC students, 2.6 lakh minority students are getting benefited under the scholarship schemes. Interests of Kapus and Brahmin communities are also being protected through appropriate measures. My government is keen to achieve cent% literacy by 2019 and is making all-out efforts to achieve this landmark. We will soon embark on conducting online exchange courses through AP e-Knowledge Exchange, which will be a forum for discussion by students, schools and researchers. About 1 lakh teachers have already been partnered in this endeavor. Technical education is reaching new heights in the state, and with the advent of new premier institutions in engineering, medicine, management and other disciplines, I am sure my government will make Andhra Pradesh a hub of technical education. Skill development is being given adequate focus. My government is continuously attempting innovative steps for improvement of maternal and child health care to meet the sustainable development goals. Noteworthy progress has been achieved in the current financial year. Over 2 lakh mothers have made use of Talli Bidda Express, 1.3 lakh lactations covered on the NTR Vaidya Seva, cent% achieved in children breastfed exclusively for 6 months, 99% pregnant women were provided supplementary nutrition regularly, and 72.34% achievement in child malnutrition immunization 0 to 5 years, and several other health-related issues have been addressed. Necessary steps are being taken for completion of construction of incomplete Anganwadi buildings and for filling up of vacancies of Anganwadi workers and helpers. We are adopting a multi-pronged strategy to convert our vision into reality. Taking the state to new heights will require welfare measures, sustainable harnessing of natural resources, and development of infrastructure and of human resource. To meet the requirements of the growing economy, my government has established a corporation exclusively for skill development. Our government is working closely with reputed organizations to devise practical and effective skill development strategies. My government has provided rupees 4,569 crore through bank linkage and rupees 464 crore to about 2.5 lakh SHG women towards creation of livelihoods. We are firming up the strategy for an assured monthly income of rupees 10,000 to every SPG household, SHG household. Providing employment to youth stands top on the priority list. While encouraging employment in the private sector, my government is issuing notification for vacancies in various departments. Sports persons are getting encouragement and adequate infrastructure support to prove their talent in international competitions. My greetings to PV Sindhu, who has excelled in the Olympics and brought silver medal to the country. Protecting the cultural heritage and respecting the age-old sentiments of people, my government has organized Krishna Pushkarams in a highly festive environment. A total of 1.62 crore pilgrims visited various ghats in the state during the event. The biggest achievement of this Krishna Pushkaram is that our administration was able to organize the event smoothly and effectively with the help of centralized monitoring system, Command Communication Center at Vijayawada. A magnificent riverfront structure was set up by the government at the Pavitra Sangamam with recreational and tourism facilities in the vicinity. In an effort to encourage native arts and culture and as part of the 5th International Kuchipudi Dance Convention, we have organized classical dance of Andhra Pradesh Kuchipudi, which found a place in the Guinness Book of Records. Yet again, when a record of 6,117 dancers coming together from all across the world to present a show of dance form. My government enjoys the pride of having organized the 104th Indian Science Congress in Tirupati, with science and technology for national development as the focal theme. World-renowned scientists, including Nobel laureates, have participated in the conclave, which has marked a great leap in the history of Indian science. My government has pledged to give a reward of rupees 100 crore to the Nobel winner from this state. I hope this decision will motivate our scientists with renewed vigor. Coinciding with the Indian Science Conference, building on the dream of the former president and scientist late APJ Abdul Kalam, we are starting an International Science Museum Brahmanand, which will soon dot the line of the temple city of Tirupati. The facility would enable a brief stay of students for conducting experiments and research. With a view to create a people hub as a reliable single source of database, my government has undertaken Praja Sadhikara survey to capture the required socio-economic data directly in digital form with online validations. 1.37 crore households and 4.32 crore family members have been covered under the survey. Impressed by the successful implementation of the Praja Sadhikara survey in Andhra Pradesh, Haryana has also proposed to emulate it. Under the e-Pragati chapter of the project, real-time data could be collected with the effective use of technology in programs like electrification, cleanliness and controlling pollution. In our endeavor to build a world-class capital city for the new Andhra Pradesh at Amaravati, my government is making all-out efforts. We have shifted our complete administration to the new capital. I am sure the new capital will be an ideal role model in the entire country and perhaps the world. Master plan of the new capital has been notified with more than 90% of the land in possession. The infrastructure plan is completed and tendering work for major roads and underground cabling for EST lines is in progress. My government has appointed the master architect for the government complex and land is allocated for various educational and medical institutions like VIT, SRM, Amrita, Indo-UK Health Institute, Dr. B.R. Shetty Medical City and various central and state government organizations. My government is committed to provide shelter to the poor. Under the NTR Rural Housing Scheme, 49,000 houses have been grounded. In urban houses are planned under Affordable Housing Program and Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. My government is keen to consider building economic cities and proposals in respect of Amaravati and a few other cities are being considered. My government can proudly announce a number of success stories in the power sector. From the status of a power deficit state in June 2014, we have not only become a power surplus state, but also able to provide power to all domestic consumers on 24/7 basis. This year, we have energized more than 52,000 agricultural pump sets and energization of the pending agricultural bore wells is our priority. Our performance on the additional non-conventional capacity generation, both solar and wind, is very encouraging. My government has successfully brought down the T&D loss to a single digit. My government has put in several technological interfaces such as online feeder monitoring systems, geotagging of agriculture borewells, smart metering installation, utilization of Kaizala application for all employees and HT consumers. We are also moving towards cashless transactions for discoms. Mori village in East Godavari district stands as an example in the country. It has gone fully digital with all households enjoying Wi-Fi, internet connectivity, cable TV while making all transactions cashless. The fiber grid connectivity is taking complete shape. All the issues that may arise during the execution of fiber cable connections to offices, households, schools are being sorted out. In recognition of our outstanding efforts and achievements in various sectors, my government has received national and international level awards. The state received 5 awards in energy sector, 1 award in each in irrigation sector for better water management industry sector in the ease of doing business, revenue for Me Kosam portal, a public grievance redressal forum, and one award to the finance department. The Vijayawada, Tirupati and Visakhapatnam airports have witnessed highest growth in the country in terms of passenger traffic. The works of the new airports at Bhogapuram, Oravakallu, Dagadarthi, Nagarjuna Sagar, Donakonda and expansion works at Vijayawada, Rajamandri are progressing. My government has initiated the land pooling and land acquisition works of Machilipatnam and Bhavanapadu ports and on the inland waterways front. We are expediting the land acquisition for the identified land through delineation in coastal districts of East Godavari, West Godavari and Krishna. We are expediting the work relating to identification of the land needed for the priority section of the beach corridor project at Kakinada in East Godavari district to Bhogapuram in Vijayanagaram district. North coastal Andhra Pradesh and Rayalaseema regions are expected to witness a major boost in the food processing sector as 8 mega food parks are being planned by private firms in the state, while 5 of the food parks are expected to come up in the 4 coastal districts of Srikakulam, Vijayanagaram, Visakhapatnam and East Godavari. 3 of them are being planned in the Rayalaseema districts of Chittoor, Kurnool and Anantapuramu. Andhra Pradesh has become a global leader in the ease of doing business. Andhra Pradesh has been ranked number 1 in the ease of doing business 2016 as per the rankings given by the World Bank. My government is signing MOUs with private investors for an estimated 5,980 crores in the state. At the same time, at least 2 ultra-mega food parks are also expected to take shape in the next couple of years. We are planning to complete all the 102 projects which are in various stages of completion as soon as possible. Proposals of 80 industries worth rupees 15,000 crore are being finalized and revival of 6 industries is being examined. It is a matter of pride that my government has got an opportunity to host the Partnership Summit 2017 and the second Sunrise AP Investment Meet in succession at Visakhapatnam on the 27th and 28th of January 2017. Several ministers of trade from various countries and key industry representatives have already confirmed their participation. My government is moving fast on setting up a coastal economic and employment zone at Krishnapatnam, and graded incentives are being proposed for industrial units based on employment generated in the zone. With an intent to boost indigenization in upstream oil and gas sector, my government is keen to set up petroleum economic zone in the state. My government is interested to step up MSME credit performance needs during the year. Efforts are being made to extend full support to this sector. As part of our commitment to promote tourism, tourist sectors have been proposed covering the pilgrim centers and nature attractions in districts. My government is planning to organize weekend cultural programs every fortnight in each district, sustaining the momentum need of the hour. Mana Rajyanga Nirmatalu, Ashinchana, Abhivriddhi Phalalu, Andariki Samanga Andela Krishi Cheddam. Indukosam Andaram Chei Kalipi, Paraspara Sahakaranto, Samishtunga Krishi Cheddam. Ee Rashtram Midi Nadi Annedi Kadu. Ee Rashtram Manadi Ani Adhe Oka Lakshemga Petkoni Manamunduku Povali. Swarna Andhra Pradesh Sadhanam Kosam Anuksharam Kshamidam. Ee Lakshya Sadhanalo Yuvataram Munduku Ravalani Utsahanga Swachanga Prabhutva Abhivriddhi Karyakramaalo Palugoni Korutu Andaru Khalisi Ee Rashtamni Oka Koppa Rashtamga Cheyalani Nenu Korukuntunnanu Marosari Andariki Maromaru Shubhabhavindanalu Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring address on the 68th Republic Day celebrations in Vijayawada. Ladies and gentlemen, we had witnessed an impressive march past by members of the various contingents. We had a special team of judges to select the best marching contingents today in 2 categories, namely senior, comprising the uniformed personnel from the armed contingents, and junior category comprising of students from various institutions. In the armed category, first prize is awarded to Indian Artillery Center. Contingent Commander Subedar P. Hub Singh is requested to kindly reach the saluting dais. In the unarmed category, the first prize is awarded to NCC Girls. Contingent Commander Cadet Manisha Sahu is requested to receive the trophy on behalf of the contingent. In the armed category, second prize is awarded to 3rd Battalion Andhra Pradesh Special Police Kakinada. Reserve Inspector Shri B. Srinivas Rao, Commandant J. Koteshwar Rao Garu are requested to receive the trophy.